Many of you may have witnessed this visual. It's there on every cigarette pack. It's making us realize about how harmful this pack of cigarette is for our health. Soon start expecting such visuals on our air tickets. Because the city I am in, Jaipur, and the city I am coming from, New Delhi, are far more injurious to my health than this little pack of cigarette. WHO standard says it's equivalent to smoking of 40 cigarettes in a day. No wonder time is very near when tickets to such cities and tickets to top polluted cities of the world would be having this warning. Every cigarette you smoke cuts your lifespan by 11 minutes. And every day you spend in these cities cuts your lifespan by 50 minutes. Yes, it's 50 minutes. Now let us compare air pollution level of few cities. New York works totally under WHO standards. London, a bit higher. And now, our beloved national capital, New Delhi. No words to explain. But let's wait. There is something more in it. Gwalior, currently India's most polluted city. And these are the cities even more polluted than Delhi. Delhi is still at 11th number. How many of you have witnessed this visual? It was trending on social media. These are lungs of Delhiites which are compared with the lungs of Himachal person. The right one is lungs of Delhiites. It's PM 2.5 which is getting accumulated on the lungs of Delhiites. These are so small. These are basically 40 times smaller than our hair thickness. These are 28 times smaller than a table salt. These are so small that they can even mix into a bloodstream and become part of our system. Indians contribute 10% of the total asthma patients in the world. That is 30 million Indians. And in all of this, someone very special in my life is also not spared. My mother. She is an asthma patient and has for years been suffering from increasing air pollution and smoke. I remember when I was 15 years old, I witnessed my mother wearing a dupatta on her face to safeguard herself because of this pollution. As a child, it has always annoyed me seeing my mother's face covered with that dupatta. And one fine day, I decided to solve this problem. I went out and I purchased a face mask for my mother. She used it for a while, but was not very keen on putting it on while she was going outdoor and discarded it. After some time, I again tried my bit. बेटे का फर्ज था. So I happened to come across an insertion filter, which was basically a nose bud which can go inside your nostril. I was quite excited seeing that thing. I bought that piece for my mother. And this time, again, she discarded it, and this time badly, because it was not comfortable to wear. And then I realized that there should be something which should not go into your nose and which should not cover your face either. And at the same time, restricts all the pollutants going inside your body, all the PM 2.5 going inside your body, and all the bacteria, smallest of the bacteria of the sizes of 200 nanometer going inside your body. But how to do it? As a 15-year-old me was not having any kind of technical knowledge to turn this thing into reality. I realized that to ensure that thing, my pore sizes of filter media should be smaller than the particle entering into it. So that was the basic knowledge I had in my mind. So if the pore sizes are small, then the pollutant cannot pass through it. After years of iteration, and definitely after when I got technical knowledge, technical experts, when I was studying at IIT, we built a nano layer. We built a fabric which looked something like this. So if we zoom in into it, that's how a close-up, that's how a cross-section of a fabric looks like. If you zoom in further, you'll find something interesting. So when you'll zoom in between the threads of a normal fabric, you'll find here, we ensured that we made a nano layer using nanofibers and coated it on one of the fabric side. And here we actually ensured that our pore sizes are smaller than the particles entering into it. But let me tell you, we failed drastically with this approach because we forgot one basic rule, which was to accomplish this, we actually shortened the diameter of our fabric so less, and it became so less that the overall fabric and the overall structure became fragile, and it was all coming out. So this was the problem, the major bottleneck into an awesome design, an awesome technique, and awesome approach. If you zoom in 11,000 times, this is how we actually resolved. We actually used a reactive agent which acted like a glue to keep both the layers intact among themselves, to keep both the layers adhere with the base fabric. And I'm still not done yet. To ensure better safety of user and environment, we made our nanofibers biosafe, biocompatible, and even biodegradable. And hence, we received National Award from President of India for this technology. So basically, we made a layer which has millions of more pores than a usual fabric. We made a layer which has 100 times reduced diameter than a normal fabric. We made a layer which doesn't allow air pollutants to go inside your body, and hence a product which will not let air pollution to go into your body without being noticed. And this all goes into 10 rupees nasofilters. So let me demonstrate you how easy it is to wear. And it's done. So basically, it's a patch which sticks to your nasal orifice, which doesn't go inside your body, and which doesn't cover your face either. On occasion of Diwali, we gifted pure. On occasion of Diwali, where people gift sweets to their loved ones, we gifted them pure air. And by doing so, we unwrapped the smiles of thousands. how many of you think that we are safeguarded from pollution inside our home? The harsh fact is, our indoor air is 5 times more polluted than outdoor. I want you to visualize a home where our indoor air is actually 5 times less polluted than outdoor. I want you to visualize a home where our windows, a home where our door, a home where our curtains are only letting pure air to come inside our home. And let me tell you, this technology has the potential to turn your visualization into reality. Do you remember in our school, we were told that our air contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% carbon dioxide and other gases. I answered it correctly every time it was asked to me. But today, it's wrong. Because the oxygen percentage has gone down to 15% in most of these cities. And let me tell you, anything less than 7% will not be able to support human life. So no matter how we ignore this problem, no matter how much we blindfold ourselves, but we are actually in a state of war with this air pollution. And let us all join our hands to solve this massive disaster. And in the end, I would like to tell you a harsh fact which has happened, and which has happened while I was giving this talk. 20 Indians have already died from the time I have started my talk till now because of air pollution. That's how severe it has become. 20 Indians, 20 unknown Indians have already lost their life. Every 23 seconds, an Indian is dying because of air pollution. And this is a massive disaster. And let us all, I would request you all rather, to join me and join me in this phase, pledge for reducing the pollution as far as India is concerned, according to our own limitations. Thank you.